orange carpet costume design. How can we enjoy the delights of the Halloween season in the middle of a pandemic? Hi, I'm Dr. KP McKee, founder and executive director of a Spacious Place Creativity and Spirituality Center. And during the month of October, we're going to be doing some costume design from things you can find around the house. And I know I grew up in a culture where a lot of people had problems with Halloween. It's our thought that Halloween is what you make of it. And we see it as a time to let our imagination soar, to imagine ourselves as something that delights us and empowers us. So we're going to get started today with making some nightwear, K-N-I-G-H-T. And I just want to say that a lot of the ideas for today's comes from this book, Dazzling Disguises and Clever Costumes by Angela Wilkes, which sadly is out of print, but I did notice that you can get used copies on Amazon. So thanks to Angela for these really great ideas. And for this, you're going to need some supplies, hopefully, that are easy for you to find. Just some kind of clear packing tape, some decorative duct tape, that's if you want to, hole punch, pencil, some kind of permanent markers, again for decorative purposes, strings, or I love to use shoelaces, and I'll show you what that means in a little bit, brads, paper fasteners, whatever you call them, a ruler, a pair of good scissors, and some aluminum foil. It doesn't have to be good quality. It really does not matter. It'll work fine. And then either some large paper, if you have like some large on a roll, like parchment paper, something like that, or newsprint will work as well. And then you want some poster board or some cardboard, something like that, and I'll show you how that works. And you can even use stuff that's been used because you're going to cover it up with foil. So I'm just going to move this aside, and we're going to get started by making our armor. So what you want to do is whoever the costume is going to be for, you want to measure from their neck down to their waist, and then use your newsprint or paper, whatever you have. And I like to fold it in half because then I automatically have it even on both sides. And you want to cut out a good sized neck hole and then a good sized armhole so we can move around in our Halloween costume. And then when you open it up, you have a pattern here. I don't want to completely obscure things, but we have a pattern here, and you want to cut 2 of these, front and back. And then that also usually will leave you with enough from whatever you're cutting it from to make a couple of strips. And these you're going to be able to use for the shoulders and just adjust the height to whatever size the person is being in costume. So now I have now cut this out of my poster board, and as you can see it's used poster board, but it doesn't matter because I've covered it with the foil. So I covered it with the foil, and then I used multitudes of tape to tape it on the back to hold it in place, but foil is really good to hold in place anyway. And then you're going to start, and I love this part of it, you want to punch holes around. It's going to look like you have the rivets for the armor here. That's what the paper fasteners are for. And I know most children I have worked with just love using these paper fasteners and opening them up. It's just a cool project. So get everybody involved if you like there. With this one and then these, you want to line it up with the back one. Make sure that the foil is on the outside on both of them. So it's like this. And then you want to line it up, and with your pencil, after you've punched holes in the front, mark so that these line up on the back. And just wanted to let you know, we had recorded this. We'd done it live on Sunday, and for some reason it cut off halfway through. So part of this is already done. And that goes with the crest here that I did on the front, but I did the same thing with the crest. I folded a sheet of paper in half, cut it out so that it would fit nicely there, opened it up, traced it onto, I had some white contact paper with the sticky back, so I was able to just peel it off after I had decorated it with my ruler and my permanent markers, and then just stick it right on there. Of course, you use whatever colors make your heart sing. So then you're going to attach the arm here with the paper fastener, And then you can hold it up to whoever's doing the costume, have them put it on, and decide where this back hole will be cut so that it fits them just to a T, as good armor should do.
And I notice you're putting those underneath the front piece.
I like to do it that way. I think it looks neater. And I'm going to do the same thing on the back here. I'm going to put it behind.
You'll want to turn.
Oh, yeah. I got. Yeah. The nice thing about this is if that happens, it's easy to fix. You don't have to get the seam ripper out or anything. Alright. And last but certainly not least, we're going to put it all together. And this is one of my favorite things about this particular costume, because it makes it very adjustable on size. So you're going to take your string, and I love to save long shoelaces for this. It works really great. And we're just going to lace this up. First one side and then the other. And then however tightly or loosely you lace will determine how it fits on whoever the wearer is going to be. And I'm just going to lace up one side to kind of give you an idea of how it works, and I am sure that you can figure it out from there. And this is, again, something that children can help you with, especially ones who are working on their lacing skills. This is a nice big canvas to work on for that. All right, and then you're just going to tie it or bow, whatever works best for you. I'm just going to tie it here so you can kind of see. Like that. And then you do the same thing on the other side, and you have yourself a suit of armor. Now it's time for us to make our helmet. So this is one that I made. I also saw that you can make one out of a popcorn bucket or a fried chicken bucket, which would probably smell like fried chicken when you were wearing it. I don't know. But this one was made with cardboard. So what I did was I measured the circumference of my head, and this one is really big. I feel like a bobblehead in it. And then I just did that by setting bows on my head until I found one that was just a little bit too big. Then you want to trace around about 2/3 of it, and then bring lines front so that you have created basically a teardrop or a raindrop, depending on how you want to look at it, with your cardboard. Then you want a length of cardboard that's going to be long enough to go around here, and this is 10 inches wide. You might want to go a little smaller. If it's a child, you can measure basically from the top of the head to where the neck and shoulder meet, and that'll give you an idea, maybe a little bit less, so there's some wiggle room there. Then you want to get out your tape again, and as you're going, tape, and I had David help me with this. It's nice to have a partner at this stage of the game, makes it a lot easier. After you've gotten that all together, then you want to put it on and find out where your eyes are, and note that. And then you're going to cut good-sized eye holes, your visor here. Then you're going
while it's off their head.
Yes, yes. Do not be punching holes while somebody's wearing it. Then you want to follow up with the foil. And the nice thing about this kind of tape is that even I have some taped here on the top, you can't really see it. So you want to just thoroughly tape. And then you have that. And then last, but certainly not least, we're going to make our shield. Same thing. Your big paper, fold it in half, cut a shield shape. This is a very basic one. You can certainly be fancier than this. And then you're going to trace it onto whatever you want to trace it onto, cardboard, poster board, whatever you like. Cover it with foil. Then you can use your duct tape to tape it. Again, lots of tape on the back. And then I used an extra of this, covered it with some of the tape, and then taped it on, leaving a little bit of hand room here so I can hold it. And that way you have all of your armor. Now, we had talked about if somebody would like to have this suit of armor. David, you want to tell them how they could apply to do that?
Yes, if you will send us a direct message on Facebook to facebook.com/a-spaciousplace, and that's all one word, and tell us that you're interested, we will do a drawing and give it to the lucky winner. Please make sure you include your email address so we know how to contact you.
Yeah, thank you. And we will be on Halloween having something that we are calling Walking the Orange Carpet, which you can do virtually with your costume. Wherever you are, we have an orange costume theme that we can then put you on. So we will be giving you more information about that in days to come, because we are, I know, needing to be separate, to be safe and responsible and loving toward one another, but this is a way that we can enjoy each other's awesome costumes, and we would love to see what you have come up with. And then we also want to let you know that Gifted to Give, which is our annual gift making event, is online this year, and we encourage you as soon as possible, if you are interested, to go on and sign up. We have a flyer here that tells you a little bit more about it. There are 6 projects that you can make for a total of $10 for all 6 of them. And then you schedule each in the first 3 weeks of November when you would like to do it. So it's very user-friendly, I guess. And we hope that you will join us for this, because I think that's a way for us to be generous to people we care about and build community. So if you've liked this, we hope you will say so on Facebook. You can also rewatch it on Facebook, on YouTube, or on our website, www.aspaciousplace.com. And we will be back on Sunday with more costume ideas. Let's close with prayer. Thank you, God, for imagination and for hope and opportunities to create and take delight in the creation of others. Amen.